This is Captain Philip with Airworthy Tours, your guide in the sky, and today's tour is of Philadelphia. Now, the city of brotherly love is known for its revolutionary history, its cultural landmarks, its intense passion when it comes to sports, and much more. With that being said, let's get started. Prior to European settlement, the Philadelphia area was home to the Delaware indigenous people. Europeans came to the Delaware Valley in the 1600s, and it was settled primarily by Dutch and Swedish colonists. However, an English fleet seized the Dutch colony in 1664. In comes William Penn. Penn was a prominent English Quaker and a member of the Society of Friends, who sought a place where Quakers could live freely and practice their religion without persecution. In 1681, King Charles II of England granted a land charter to Penn, which included a vast tract of land in North America. Penn named the new colony Pennsylvania in honor of his father, Admiral William Penn. The name translates to Penn's Woods, reflecting the heavily forested region at the time. In 1682, Penn arrived in America and established the colony's capital, Philadelphia, which roughly translates to brotherly love in Greek. Penn envisioned the colony as a place that would uphold the principles of religious freedom, democratic governance, and fair treatment of Native Americans. However, after Penn's death in 1718, the colony came under the direct control of the British Crown until the American Revolution. By 1750, Philadelphia would be the second most populous city in the British Empire behind only London. Speaking of the Revolution, Philadelphia played a significant role in the American Revolution and the founding of the United States. Many of these revolutionary sites are located in the Independence National Historic Park. Ahead is Independence Hall. The building was completed in 1753 as the Pennsylvania State House. Independence Halls where both the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were drafted, debated, and signed. In addition, Independence Hall served as the first Capitol building of the United States. Adjacent to Independence Hall is the Liberty Bell. Cast in 1752, this bronze bell gained fame for its distinctive crack and its association with the ideals of liberty and independence. While the exact origins of its crack remain uncertain, on it reads the inscription of "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof," which comes from the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 10. Next is Carpenter's Hall. Completed in 1775, Carpenter's Hall hosted the First Continental Congress in 1774. In June 1776, it was the site where Pennsylvania officially declared its independence from the British Empire and established the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And you have the National Constitution Center. This museum is dedicated to the U.S. Constitution and offers interactive exhibits, multimedia presentations, and artifacts related to the Revolutionary era. It provides insights into the drafting and ratification of the Constitution. Philadelphia remained the nation's largest city until 1790, when it was surpassed by New York City, and is served as the nation's first capital from May 10, 1775 until December 12, 1776, and again from 1790 to 1800 during the construction of the new national capital of Washington, D.C. Philly also played a key role in the American Civil War as well. Philadelphia's impact during the Civil War was multifaceted, encompassing industrial production, medical care, transportation, and political activism. Many prominent abolitionists, including Frederick Douglass and William Steele, resided in the city and used it as a base for their advocacy efforts. Philadelphia's strategic location and robust industrial infrastructure made it an important center for producing war supplies. The city's factories manufactured weapons, ammunition, uniforms, and other essential goods needed by Union forces. Additionally, Philadelphia's naval shipyards played a crucial role in constructing and repairing Union warships. And lastly, the largest and most decisive battle of the Civil War and in American history took place 140 miles west at the Battle of Gettysburg. Today, Philadelphia is a major city. With a population of over 1.5 million people, it is the sixth largest city in the United States. Philly's strategic location and well-connected transportation networks contribute to its economic vitality, attracting businesses and facilitating trade. There are 5 Fortune 500 companies that are headquartered in the city. and it serves as a major hub for industries such as pharmaceuticals, biotechnology, and financial services. According to the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, as of 2021, the Philadelphia metropolitan area was estimated to produce a gross metropolitan product of $479 billion. If you enjoyed the footage on this video and on our channel, our best video clips are now available for purchase on our Pond 5 store. You can now get very high quality aerial clips for as low as $25. In addition, if you use our links in the description box, you can get as much as 10 to 20% off your purchase. Now, let's get back to the tour. Our next stop is the Philadelphia City Hall. This architectural masterpiece was constructed from 1871 to 1901 and designed by architects John MacArthur Jr. and Thomas Walter. Philadelphia City Hall is a magnificent example of Second Empire style architecture. City Hall Tower stands at an impressive 548 feet tall, and at one point it was the tallest habitable building in the world until 1908. At the top is a statue of the founder himself, William Penn. The bronze statue alone stands at 37 feet tall and weighs over 53,000 pounds. At the time of this tour, it is the tallest statue on top of a building in the world. In total, there are over 200 sculptures that adorn the inside and the outside of the building. The grandeur of Philadelphia City Hall extends to its interior, where visitors can explore its opulent spaces and experience the rich history within. The building houses the offices of the mayor and other city officials, as well as various government departments. Its corridors and chambers are adorned with ornate decorations, impressive murals, and notable artworks, offering a glimpse into the city's cultural heritage. Philly boasts a rich cultural landscape with numerous sites that celebrate art, history, and creativity, and here are a few of these landmarks. Our first stop is the Love Sculpture. Situated in Love Park, the sculpture was designed by Robert Indiana and was first placed in the plaza in 1976 as part of the United States bicentennial celebration. The sculpture was removed in 1978. However, the chairman of the Philadelphia Art Commission, Fitz Eugene Dixon Jr., was able to purchase the sculpture and had it permanently placed in the plaza during that same year. Today, the Love Sculpture is one of the most iconic landmarks in Philly. Next is the Franklin Institute. The Franklin Institute is a science museum and center of science education and research. Visitors can explore topics such as space, physics, technology, and the human body, making it a popular destination for both children and adults. It is named after the American scientist and statesman Benjamin Franklin, and the building houses the Benjamin Franklin National Memorial. Founded in 1824, the Franklin Institute is one of the oldest centers of science, education, and development in the United States. And next is one of Philly's most iconic landmark buildings, the Philadelphia Museum of Art. Originally chartered in 1876 for the Centennial Exposition in Philadelphia, the main museum building was completed in 1928. The museum administers collections containing over 240,000 objects, with the artworks ranging from sculptures, paintings, prints, drawings, photographs, armor, and decorative arts. However, the building, and in particular the stairs, were forever immortalized by the movie Rocky in 1976. In fact, Rocky has had such an impact on the museum and the city as a whole that there is even a statue dedicated to the character Rocky Balboa, played by actor Sylvester Stallone. People from all across the world have made the triumphant walk up the Rocky Steps. With your reward for making it to the top is a beautiful panoramic view of Philadelphia. This segues us into the sports portion of the tour, because Philly has a long and rich history, as well as an intense passion when it comes to sports. Philadelphia is one of 13 cities that host teams in the Big Four major sports leagues. These major sports teams are the Philadelphia Phillies of the MLB, who play at Citizens Bank Park, the Philadelphia Eagles of the NFL, who play at Lincoln Financial Field, the Philadelphia 76ers of the NBA, and the Philadelphia Flyers of the NHL, who both play at the Wells Fargo Center. All of these teams have won a championship in their respective leagues at least once in their history. But what the city is really known for are its fans. Philly sports fans are considered to be one of the most knowledgeable fans in sports, and are known for their extreme passion for all of their teams. But be careful when going to a game in the city of brotherly love, as its fans have a reputation for being quite mean and aggressive. All of the Philly teams take on the same characteristics of being blue-collar tough, as well as being a perennial underdog. A few of the legendary athletes that are from or played in Philly include Allen Iverson, Julius Erving, Wilt Chamberlain, Donovan McNabb, Joe Frazier, and many more. Now, we cannot talk about Philadelphia without mentioning a certain item of food, the Philly cheesesteak. This iconic culinary delight has become synonymous with the city of Philadelphia. Its main components are thinly sliced beef and cheese on a hoagie bread. Now, I am not here to talk about who has the best Philly cheesesteak in Philly. I will leave that to you all in the comment section. But I do have to talk about the great cheesesteak rivalry in South Philly, and that is between Pat's versus Geno's. Pat's King of Steaks was opened in 1930 by Pat Oliveri, and is widely regarded as the originator of the modern cheesesteak. Geno's Steaks, established by Joe Vento in 1966, is located directly across the street from Pat's and quickly became its biggest rival. Geno's stands out due to its bold signage and vibrant atmosphere. Now, the choice between Pat's and Geno's comes down to personal preference and individual taste. And luckily, I was able to have both of these cheesesteaks. And my winner is Pat's. But again, let me know your favorite cheesesteak spot in Philadelphia in the comment section below. Right in the middle of Philadelphia lies Eastern State Penitentiary. This monstrosity of a structure was an active prison from 1829 to 1971, where an estimated 80,000 people, including men and women, served time. Eastern State is considered to be the world's first penitentiary, and it introduced a new system of incarceration dubbed the Pennsylvania system, which utilized separate confinement as a form of rehabilitation and repentance. In fact, the word penitentiary comes from the Latin term penitentia, meaning repentance. Here are some of the numbers behind Eastern State Penitentiary's build. The entire complex is 10 acres. The outside walls stand at 30 feet and are 10 feet wide at the base. It housed 15 cell blocks with over 1,000 cells. And most of the cells' dimensions are 12 feet long, 8 feet wide, and 10 feet high. In 1994, Eastern State opened to the public for historical tours. But be aware, because you might experience paranormal activities on the premises. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's tour, you can tip your tour guide by hitting the like button. Also, check out our other tours of Eastern State Penitentiary and Atlantic City right above. Thank you for flying with Airworthy Tours, and I look forward to seeing you on our next flight.